My name is John. This is my buddy Will, and congratulations on getting your new LF1. This is the beginning of a series of videos that goes along with the installation guide that came in your kit to help give you an additional visual perspective of how to put it all together. So this is the first video, so we're going to start with step one. For your things we're going to need for this video is frame one. You'll notice on this and all the other frames that there's a little sticker here in the front right or the bottom right that tells you which frame is which. So in this case we have F1. A few other things you're going to need are what we call legs. So this is A1, and then you're going to have a few that are also labeled B1. So the difference between A1 and the B1 post is B1 has no cutouts. A1 you'll see has a few cutouts here on the inside. You'll also notice on these legs there are pre-drilled holes, and these are going to come into play as we start putting everything together. A couple other things from the kit that you're going to need are the screwdriver that's provided, as well as some of your S1 screws. A few other things that we recommend you having that are not in the kit are a table. It could be a workbench, fold-out table, kitchen table, whatever you have available, whatever is easiest for you. If you're using a table that you're worried about, like a kitchen table, you don't want any scratches, we also recommend you getting a towel. In this case, we have a kitchen towel to help protect the table, as well as either a work glove or some oven mitts that will help you with getting the post through the frame. And then lastly, we also recommend you having maybe some olive oil or some sort of vegetable oil, as well as a Q-tip to help coat the inside of the slots on the frame. This will help you actually get the post in just a little bit easier. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use this kitchen towel to put under the frame, simulate, again, the towel on a kitchen table, for example. I'm going to get our A1 post. You'll see that they each have little footers. We actually recommend you moving the footers before putting the post in, again, just to make things a little bit easier. And what I'm going to do first, before actually putting it in, is I'm going to get the Q-tip. I'm going to coat it with some of the olive oil. I'm going to just, it's not going to take much, but just put a little bit here on the inside. And we're going to leave the frame on the table. And then putting the leg into the slot, line it up. I'm going to go ahead and grab, thank you, this oven mitt and just push down. And again, with the help of the cooking oil, slides in nice and easily. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, slide this towel over, get my B1 leg over here. Again, take off the footer, line it up into the slot. Whoop. I'll get some of this olive oil in here first. Make this a little bit easier. Use some of the residual olive oil. Line it up onto the slot. Let me try a little more olive oil here. Line it up one more time. There we are. All right, so I'm going to put this down. Give the towel over to Will. Hand you the Q-tip. And then so what we're going to do after we get all the legs into the slots in the post is we're actually going to flip this over. We're going to push the legs a little bit further in. You're going to want to go maybe a few inches past the bottom of the slot. I mentioned the pre-drilled holes on the inside of the legs. We're going to want to basically get the leg far enough in that we get the bottommost pre-drilled hole exposed, so that way we can start to put in our S1 screws and secure the frame that way. So we have all four legs in. We're going to go ahead and rotate this up this way, so that way we can push this through. For at home or wherever, you don't have to do it this way. You could even line it up a little off the edge of the table and push it down this way. So we're going to go ahead and do it this way for sake of demonstration. All right. So then we'll go ahead and just flip this real quick. All right. Again, push these legs through a little more. So you got it a few inches in. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab one of the S1 screws, the screwdriver. I'm going to line it up with this bottom screw hole. Screw it in partially. And then, here you go, Will. You're going to notice that on the bottom parts of these slots on this frame, there's a little notch. And so after we partially put all these screws in, we're going to stand this up and just slide the frame down the rest of the way so that the notch catches on to each of these screws. All right, so let's rotate it one more time. Okay, got this screwdriver. Again, line it up. Partially down. And then one more thing before we push the frame down is we're going to put the footers back on to the bottom of the posts. We're leaving this on the table, but of course at this point, if you want, you can put it on the ground. Just go ahead and just slide these down. Okay, we're all set. At this point, you may want to rotate it back up, secure the screws all the rest of the way, and you're good to go for step 2.